Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time in timely fashion, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is collective or general reading. Take what works for you and leave the rest. And also, this is a timely reading. So if you are watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That will give you further clarity as to your situation now. We're going to begin with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck. Oh no, we have left out in the cold. So this is saying that you feel like you have been left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles represents, there's 10 pentacles in the tarot, and it represents health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimensional world. A big part of that is money, but of course you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle you want. But in this case, it represents an energy of not even having half of what you need to live a decent lifestyle. And so these two people have been ostracized from society. They are isolated and unwelcome to participate in regular society. And this is talking about, this person is on crutches and he has a plague bell. And in the old days, they didn't have apps to isolate people from society. If they thought they might be carrying the plague, they would just tie a big bell around their neck, and then people would hear them coming when they entered town. And that would be the energy coming through. So, of course, if you were trying to get a job, it would make it very difficult. This other person's also barefoot in the snow. So these people don't even have half of what they need to be able to enjoy life. And so sometimes this card can represent that there was tactics that were employed to cause people to be in this situation. You know, anyone can handle a flake or two, but if a bunch of flakes pile up, then it can cause your house to collapse. So we're going to look into this some more, see why are you feeling isolated and what's going on here. And we have, okay, you've been working hard, and it looks like maybe you just feel isolated from society right now because your main concern, your main focus is working on making money. This actually is, out of all the Pentacle cards, this is the only one where someone is actually pounding out an actual coin. So it is about making money. And this can represent that you started a project and you're on the second coin and you've got 6 to go, or you already have completed 6 and you have the 7th one you're working on and 1 more here to go. So this could just be, you could be putting yourself in this energy because you're very busy and focused on making money right now and don't want to participate in society. There's a lover here. So maybe that's it. Maybe you've been making a lot of money and also the rest of the time you just have a new lover and you just want to be alone and away from society and just enjoying some time with your new lover. And so this generally represents, it could be someone that's already come through or is about to. This energy is with the cloud in between the two lovers. Generally means you maybe have not met this person, or if you have, you haven't had a relationship, an intimate relationship with them before this. But the sun behind it represents that it's, you know, the sun represents happiness and God is smiling down on this relationship. But we have the Three of Pentacles here. So the Three of Pentacles represents that you're in an elevated position at this time. And you are, people are noticing that, wow, you know, you really do beautiful work and they're wanting to collaborate with you, which is awesome. Quite often this represents being on the bench like this, an elevated position. So what this is saying is you really are, you probably have a skill set that is not, you know, it's a unique skill set, or it's, you know, not a usual one. And quite often this can represent the star energy, like, you know, in the entertainment business. Like you might be an actor or an actress, and now you're maybe people are approaching you for lead roles. Or you could be a musician, and, you know, record producers and that kind of, and managers are approaching you and want to employ, you know, like be your agent or have you come and sign you up for a record deal. This could represent a pro athlete, and there's a lot of teams vying to have you on their team. That kind of energy. So this is saying you're in an elevated position. You could be an artist. This person is doing stonework. And the energy that you have to be careful here is to make sure that the people you collaborate with are in alignment with your goals. Sometimes this card can represent secret society energy. And the thing is about secret society energy is the group is more important than the individual. So when you sign up with them, they take control over your creativity, the hours you work, and it has to be in alignment with their group energy. And they're a secret society, so that means you may not understand the terms of employment until after you sign the contract. So just be very careful. It's really good that people are noticing that your achievements. At the same time, you want to make sure that the lifestyle that you are living is you know, conducive with the terms of agreement with whoever you collaborate with. And then we have, yeah, there's the star. That's the energy I was picking up. So you are a star and you're meant to shine. And so you don't really need to collaborate with other people so much as like to improve your abilities. It's more to be able to be seen. And so it's your time to shine. You've got your right foot in the universal waters, and you're adding your own special, unique talents to the universal pool of water and pouring that out onto earth. And the 5 streams here represent the 5 points on the pentacle. So you need to be also being paid adequately for, you know, what you're doing. And when you're following your North Star, this energy is saying that you're on your destined path. So anyone you collaborate with needs to also be part of your destiny. If they're in opposition to what's best for you, then it won't work out the way you want it to. And there's a passion for new discovery. So maybe you know, like have had several offers, and, you know, it's not necessarily that the offers aren't valid or whatever that kind of energy is. But it may be like, let's say you're an athlete and you have 6 teams vying for your attention. And, you know, one of them is in a location that you really would love to move to, but they're paying less money. It might be worth your while to take that one rather than taking the one with the most money. And so this is a passion for new discovery, and that means like really looking into what you're doing. Make sure that this is a gift from the universe saying there's all these opportunities coming in. Make sure that you choose wisely and that you have a passion for and for new discovery. Quite often this can represent investigation. Really looking into something before you sign, and that's a good idea. Get a lawyer or someone to look over contracts, that kind of energy. Make sure you dot your I's, cross your T's. And this is starting off on a brand new venture then, so this is really awesome energy for you. The Fool starts off on a new, you know, it's walking off the cliff almost, like just having total faith that this is going to work out. And they are, you know, they don't have a lot of baggage with them. They do have tattered sleeves though, which represents this isn't maybe your first cycle. So you're not, it's not like you are naive. You're just remaining optimistic and innocent in this journey, looking forward to moving forward in a new way. In the past, I feel like this is energy coming from here. It's talking about being breadcrumbed. And this energy is about learning the give and take of how things work in business and in the universe. And so this is talking about who and what are you going to invest in, and how much are you going to invest, and what are you anticipating the return to be, and is it a fair exchange? Sometimes this card can represent maybe a deal in the past, and I'm looking at some of the cards here, and I will explain it in a little minute here. but this is the breadcrumb energy, that maybe someone else is making more money off your work than you were, and you've discovered this, and now you're ending this energy. This person is giving coins to this beggar, but not to this one. This one already has something in his pocket, and the scales of justice are above it. So it's saying, why would I give my money to someone who already has what they need to move forward in their life? This person would really appreciate it and be grateful for it, and it might change their life. And so it's that kind of energy. This could represent, like, we're going to keep going because I want to get a little bit more information here. So this is saying, on this new journey, this energy is ending. And so this is talking about, ultimate fulfillment. 10 of Pentacles is like you hit the golden buzzer. It's raining money. But not just that, you also have the lifestyle. So you're where you want to live. You have the perfect lover with you. You have the children and the pets, and you even have time to visit with the neighbors. So it's like not just about having a lot of money coming in, but also enjoying a really beautiful lifestyle. And then we have the energy, this is like marriage, commitment, and partnerships. So this is saying the beginning of ultimate fulfillment is coming in from this energy. You've learned the give and take, and so you are aware of what you want. Maybe in the past you've made a mistake, and this now and it could have to do with love and money that you have made a mistake with. But and you felt isolated and left out in the cold, but you went to work and have changed that. So this is talking basically like the beginning of fulfillment, of ultimate fulfillment, apparently here. This is the most pentacles you can have. And this is talking about, you do have the down payment for the castle, which is a huge accomplishment. But you do need to make the mortgage payments. The question has been popped, and you have... the answer was yes, and so now working on the wedding, and then you're going to have to put some energy into the actual relationship to make it this fulfilling. So it's talking about it's there for your taking. Make sure that you put your energy into it in the correct way. And then this is saying stay on your destined path. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about something you've been waiting a long time for. The Knights represent information coming in. They would work for the King and Queen, and that was the only form of long distance communication. So the Knight of Pentacles is even at a standstill here. And this is like, sometimes you're like, when is this information going to come to me? When are these pentacles coming in? When will I have this? And it can take a long time. But once it gets there, the one thing you can say for the Knight of Pentacles, he does his research. So when he does bring the offer in, it's a solid offer. And, it's not like something that that could be like not as beneficial for you as in here. And so, this is really, really awesome energy. If we go from the bottom to the top and back down again, this is about working really diligently to make money. Your focus is on making money, because this is the only one, as I said, where you're actually working on the coin. And you've learned now the give and take of how much to invest of your time, your money, and your energy into something or someone. And you have learned that balance. And because you have that discernment, the universe is saying, okay, now you're ready for more money and more and a better lifestyle. And it's been a long time coming, but it was worth the wait. You're on a new cycle here. It looks like you could be getting married or have a really strong commitment from a partner in business, and it could be both actually. And that this is really, I feel what this is talking about is a partnership that's very passionate. And so someone that you really enjoy, and you also can share a really good lifestyle with. And maybe both of you are in this star energy, so you're on your destined path. And I feel like in the past, there may have been some sort of energy where you know, people were making money off of you, and maybe there was a lover involved, and they were maybe in some sort of secret society, and it left you isolated from society for a while and left out in the cold. So you just went to work really hard, and then the rest has happened. That's what I feel is like. This is, well, really awesome reading. I like this reading. The random shift readings, I never know what kind of random shift is going to come up. If you're happy and you're saying, hey, I don't want to take a chance on jinxing this, I don't blame you. This is a really good reading. Learning from the past is really beneficial. But I'm going to clarify for those of you who would like to know a little bit more. I'm using my Oracle, Tales from the Vector, which is from the Intergalactic Federation of Light. I'm just working on finishing this and putting it out there. I've actually been working on this since 2007. I completed all 64 paintings in 2020. I'm an artist. So I do have a website with a gallery, and the numbers that are on these cards represent the numbers in the paintings. Or the numbers of the paintings in the gallery. I will, in the description box below, I will put them in the order they appear here. So if you are curious and you'd like to check it out, you can go to talesfromthevector.com. All the information will be in the box below, and you'll know which ones to look for. So this card keeps wanting to come out, and it's saying you're a superstar. So you might be, it's talking about, this is really interesting energy. Sometimes when we are feeling isolated from society and we're always the odd one out and we never fit in, it's because we are a star, and God says, I never meant for you to fit in. You're not supposed to be a piece of the puzzle. You're supposed to put the puzzle together. And so when you're a star, you stand out. So shine. That's your job, is to shine. And I feel this is also representative of this lover that you have coming in. There could have been some lack of awareness in the past about, you know, like love is blind, and you think, oh, this is the perfect person for me. And maybe in the background, they were with you because you are someone who's focused on bettering yourself constantly, and they could see the potential and they wanted to have a part of that. And maybe it wasn't the most honest relationship of all, and you just couldn't see it. So never underestimate the power of willful ignorance. Basically, love is blind. I've come to that conclusion from doing all these readings. And I mean, I guess in some ways that's a beautiful thing, and in others it works out usually kind of shifty. So when my horoscope signs come into my general or collective readings, it's not talking about individual people. That's not my intention. I'm talking about the quality of that sign. What can we learn from the energy of Aquarius? What is the state of being of that sign? And this is about being willing to experiment. And so it's talking about, you know, making just small adjustments in your life and then observing the result. Like, did it work out? If it did, double up on that. If it didn't, don't do it anymore, basically. And this is about falling and failing in love is a matter of I. So basically, you have to love yourself and to be able to attract the love that you want in your life. And like, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to find someone that is, you know, you're not going to put that vibration out. And so the need to be right is coming up. So making sure that, yes, you do need to make sure on your new journey that you do your best to do right, to stay on your path. But you don't have to always be right in like everything you do and no, I was right and they were wrong. You need to take responsibility for, you know, and learn from your mistakes. And this is what you've done clearly. And look at how it's elevated you in this position. You're actually sharing information. This reading is showing this is how to do it. So if this is your reading, you know how to do it. And this is talking about giving yourself permission, total permission to be yourself and to go after your authentic desires. So some people, sometimes they go after, they're more concerned with material matters and money, and they go hard on that. And then on the other hand, sometimes people can be very spiritual and say, I don't want anything to do with money, and I don't want to, you know, I want to, I want nothing. I want to just be spiritual. And either one of those isn't going to work, and you get caught in those karmic spaces. you need to have balance there, basically, and learn how the universe works about that, you know, that energy of give and take and how much to invest of yourself, and is it a fair exchange. And then we have judgment, and this is coming in unfettered from God himself, basically. So I feel like this new lover coming in for you is someone that was with the sun here. Well, you can't see it there, but the sun was above that, is talking about this is a reward for you staying on your divine path, and that this person, this new person coming in, is also being rewarded. And the reward is you, and the reward is them. You're both stars, and maybe you both felt like odd ducks out, and it may be also withhold judgment right away on this person when you meet them, because they may be very different from what you normally would, someone you would normally date. So it's okay. That is probably a good thing for you. It's being willing to be in this energy. You know, you can make sure, I mean, if they're on the up and up, but you want to experiment with, hey, I'll go out on a date and see what it's like with this person. And then you know, it's like, look at, this is the marriage card, and being able to really work well together to get everything you want. And then the High Priestess is here, and it's just saying the High Priestess is joyful because she uses her intuition and her logic. So, you know, she doesn't overthink things, but she makes sure that she does her research and checks things out and observes the results, and is always looking forward to using her intuition to make her choices as well as her logic, and then applying that into her everyday life to be in a position of, like, you know, of being the best version of herself that she can be. So that's exactly the energy here. I really enjoyed this reading. I do hope you've enjoyed it also. Please do give it a like and comment if you have. I really appreciate it. It helps me build my channel. And yeah, I really like this random reading. This one was a great one. All right, we'll be back with another random reading at some random time. Bye for now. Oh, little kitty.